Hey guys, it's Derek here. Today we have a ton of packages behind me, and yes, some of them are a little bit more nostalgic, so let's get right into it. We're actually going to start off with this really big package over here, and that is from... Oh! That'll be good to me. Today's sponsor, Buyee. If you guys have ever missed out on that hype pre-order, wanted to hunt down that elusive grail, or maybe just pick up something that you can only find in Japan, then Buyee has you covered. They're partnered with a ton of amazing sites like Yahoo Japan Auctions, Akari, Rakuten, and many, many more. All you have to do is type in the goodie that you want. I recommend doing it in Japanese to make it a little easier. After that, go hit the submit order button, then Buyee will buy it on your behalf. The item will be shipped to Buyee's warehouse, and then after that, it'll get shipped to you. If you guys want to try out Buyee, I'll leave a link in the description below. And if you do sign up using it, you'll get 2,000 yen off your first purchase, which is about 20 bucks. So thanks again, Buyee, for sponsoring this video. So this bad boy here costs about 33,000 yen to get shipped over, and it was through FedEx. They had to go and call me to get the customs charge, which I think was around 73 bucks. But yeah, it's kind of understandable seeing just how massive this is. Like I said before, all the stuff that's in this giant box here is very nostalgic. So if you guys ever watched anime on the weekends or Saturday morning cartoons growing up, at least in Canada we had YTV, some of these will remind you of that. I'm gonna have to stand up for this, give me a second. First off, they like super reinforced it with a ton of packing material because I went and did the extra packing and also the consolidation because I bought from 3 different places. Oh my, okay, this is overkill. Chaos, this is pure chaos. You know what, I'm just gonna remove everything first. Okay. Oh! By the way, all 3 of these packages that were in the Buyee box are actually all from Akari, because that's the only place where I could find these. They really repackaged this really, really well. This here is actually a used item. I only was able to find this one used. I don't know if you guys see that, but we have the Greymon and Taichi. This is from Mega House. Now, I've actually wanted this for a very, very long time, and yes, I was that kid on the weekends who had to go to Chinese school, and I would always miss the episode of Digimon. As much as I like Pokemon, I also like the fact that Digimon can kind of revert to a cuter form whenever they're done fighting. I got this for about 20,000 yen, and that's about double what retail was back in like 2017. The funny thing is they had a re-release announcement like the day after I bought this and had it shipped over. Yeah, you can still get this for lower than I paid. We'll see just how used this really looks. There wasn't too many pictures, but it doesn't look that bad. I do see some dust. He's a big boy. He looks pretty good. All the pieces do look intact. Woo! Greymon's actually really light. I thought he'd be a lot heavier, kind of like what I have with Kaido, because he's kind of chunky and kind of big. Now the arms do look like they can move, but they actually can't. And the paint job is all right. We have a little Taichi here with his goggles and he's pointing, and I believe he can go and sit right on top here. There we go, not bad. It does look really cool, all his different horns. It is kind of dusty, so I will have to go and clean that up a little bit, but overall, not a bad purchase. I just think that he's a lot lighter than I first thought. I may or may not have more of these in this unboxing. Let's keep on going. Moving on to number 2. This one here is completely brand new and actually got for less than what retail would have cost. Retail for this was 19,000 yen, and I got this for 15,000. Not entirely sure why it goes for less, but I'm not complaining. Yeah, there we go. Metal Greymon. From my knowledge, these aren't exactly to scale, so this one won't be to scale with that. Even though these are fairly big boxes, I expected them to be a lot heavier. I guess that is a bit of a plus, meaning you can probably put a few of these on the same shelf, or if you can somehow squeeze them all into a detolf, maybe do that. Ooh. So it looks like there is a bit of assembly required. You gotta put the, I guess the wings on the back. Let's see how he looks. Now this looks a lot better than the Greymon, I'm sorry. Actually, I think it's my first ever precious gem from Mega House. I'm kind of guessing that it is much closer to like a Portrait of Pirate Maximum, something that I'm very, very accustomed to. Something that I have a bit of knowledge, you might say. He's primarily in one piece. Again, very, very light. All the protective packaging on there, and he has a lot of details. Mechanical arm or claw looks really good. The paint job is a lot better. There are some areas that can be improved still, but you know what? I'm not complaining. This looks really cool. The tongue is also really glossy too. I like that. You know what? Give me a second. I'm gonna go and attach the wings. So I'm kind of curious. What anime would you guys consider nostalgic for yourselves? Since I'm a 90s kid and I grew up with this is nostalgic for me, along with things like Pokemon and Dragon Ball and whatnot, and also Gundam. But what's nostalgic for you? I wasn't able to actually watch any of this properly. If we ever had like a day off of Chinese school on the weekend, then you would actually get to go and watch the full episode. I think I remember there was like the Devimon arc, where he became like an ultimate form Devimon in the real world, and I think I missed that episode like 3 or 4 times, if I remember correctly. Probably have to go back and rewatch it. All right, get all the wings out there. There's also this see-through part that they added, which does not look very see-through anymore. There we go. His ultimate form, Metal Greymon, fully assembled. I'd say he does look very, very good. A lot of shiny elements to him. The wings are a little bit flimsy, and I have seen online that they can be a bit of a trick or it's a bit tricky to actually put them on. Mine fit in with no problem, but I have seen some people have to like sand them down, which, yeah, no. That's not happening. It's a bit unfortunate that this piece right here is completely discolored. Might be a little smoky. This might have came from someone who smokes, which is a bit unfortunate, but hey, things gonna look really good next to him. Let me just put them next to each other. Time for the last package here to really, really, really bring it home for nostalgia. There's nothing more nostalgic for a 90s kid than Pokemon. Now, this is going to be, I think, actually my very first Kotobukiya figure. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. This is going to be my very first one. And yes, this is completely brand new. I wanted to start at the very beginning, and that is with, if I can get them out, let me show you. Red and Hitokage, or Red and Charmander. Now, this is from the 2020, I guess, reissue, re-release, if you want to call it that. There are 2 other versions of Red that I know exist, but this one is more from like the games or like that short series they put on YouTube, so a bit different, but he's really cool. If you guys watch my Grail video that I recently put out, the updated one at least, you'll know that I do have a few of these guys on here, and that's mainly because I went and bought him. He's going to be the starting point. This could get a little bit more expensive. Now, out of all the other trainers I saw that they have for sale, or I could find, he was actually the most affordable one. I only got him for about like 17,000 yen, which is still quite a bit more than the 9,500 yen retail, but not the worst thing in the world compared to some of the other characters. He already comes attached to the base. He looks very similar to the Championship Red Nendo that I have, so I think I'm gonna have to display him next to each other. Oh, he's so cute. Let's just pop him on the base. How does he stand? How does this work? It says he goes like that, and he's like that. Okay, well, I guess Charmander just kind of floats. Honestly, this would be the perfect time for a little magnet or something to stick right there, but it is what it is. Paint job's pretty good, nice and solid, I would say. The backpack is very bright, vibrant, and very big, and the facial expression is pretty solid. Looks really confident. That's exactly the kind of trainer you'd want. You want Red, not Ash. He doesn't know what he's doing. You know what the funny thing is? Just looking at that set over there, it looks like I might have an obsession with orange dinosaurs that breathe fire. Enough with the nostalgia, we got some new stuff to open up. This is a completely brand new series that I recently wanted to pick up. Not gonna lie, it's mainly because One Piece does not have Nendoroids, and this is a Nendoroid alternative. This is, let's open him first, the Lookup series by Mega House. Some more Mega House goodies. This came out like very, very recently, and it was about what, 3,200 yen. I picked both of these guys up for about $50 each Canadian. That was a local purchase and pickup. They look really cute though. From what I've seen online, there's over 70 different characters they've done already, which is kind of crazy since this is a relatively new line. You can get stuff from like Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, Digimon, Sailor Moon, and I think also Naruto. A very, very large selection. And they're pretty much releasing like 2 or 3 every single month. So if you want to go and collect these, it's not so bad. But let's just see how good the quality actually is. Ooh, a bit of weight to it. Luffy looks really solid. Oh, I did not know that. So you can actually adjust the head. You can tilt it up and look up at a different angle, or just full exorcism style and just pop it off, I guess. Now, if you ended up pre-ordering the, I guess, double pack for any of these, because they usually come in sets of 2, there's also like a bonus. I noticed that I didn't get the bonus with this one, even though I ordered both, which is a bit unfortunate because I think Luffy actually comes with a stick of meat and he comes with a bit of beer, a drink of some sort. Found funny though. They've never really explicitly mentioned what they're drinking, because the drinking age, I'm pretty sure, is a little bit higher even in Japan, so kinda strange. It's implied that they're drinking alcohol at the beginning of the series at least. They're all technically minors. Zoro also looks really good, very cute, flat bottom, so easy to place wherever you want them. And honestly, I think these are a great alternative. You can put them pretty much anywhere. Of course, you want to put them on your desk so they can look up at you. I can see that you can put them on like a bottom shelf as well, if you have a little bit of room on your bookcase. I'd say these are a pretty good pickup, and I definitely recommend them, especially if your series doesn't have or doesn't get the Nendoroid treatment. These are a great alternative. There's only 2 more things to open up. This one over here is from Nin-Nin Game. Now, I've been mentioning it a lot lately, at least for Canadians. Nin-Nin Game does save you a lot, especially if you're Canadian, which is a huge plus. I will also say that this box over here was originally wrapped, well, a FedEx bag was originally wrapped around this, and when I initially saw it, my heart stopped. I thought that they just wrapped the actual figure box in that, and I was about to lose it. Thankfully, there was another box here, and on the inside, some bubble wrap. Now, this is a Grail figure of mine that I talked about in my very first Grail video that I made, and that is, oh man, I'm super excited. This is the Aniplex Sakurajima Mai that everyone's been looking for. Now, my box is a bit mangled over here, which kind of sucks, but this is great. I didn't have to pay resale. I paid retail price for this, and I think shipping was only like $38. Huge steal. I will be giving this figure its own video, so you will get a proper video for this. The box is a bit mangled. Too bad they didn't go and ship it with a slightly bigger box. Boxes or whatever. As long as the figure is okay, that's fine. But the last package here is also from Nin-Nin Game. You can also kind of see that they use bigger boxes and they like kind of trim it down to match it. So hopefully this one's also in good condition. I paid $53 Canadian shipping for this, and this also arrived very, very quickly. Let's see what we got here. It is the Nami and Zoro from the WT100. Now this is supposed to go and combine with the Luffy and Chopper that I got like a month or 2 ago. That's really cool. We're gonna open these up and see how they look. Yeah, okay. He needs some work. Now I remember why I primarily pick up Portrait of Pirates. The idea and concept is really cool, but just from a glance, the execution looks a little lacking. Let's see. Zoro's hair is in a different shade than it should be, so that's a bit off. And I don't know if you guys can see with the face though, it is, yeah, I don't know, man. I have a lot of Zoros, and he's not the greatest looking one. I don't know if you can really expect too much. This was only about like 4,800 yen, so if you guys are just starting off or whatnot, not a bad option still. Ton of Betty on the bottom. You also get a skull that's on here. Yeah, it's looking a little rough. Hopefully the Nami will be a little bit better. I can confirm that the Nami is a little bit better than the Zoro. Not a whole lot, I'm not gonna lie. She does have some scuff marks here and there. This is completely brand new, but I think it's just a quality control thing from Bandai's part and the Figure Art Zero line. Yeah, she looks great from a distance. Kind of went off the rails a little bit near the end, I'm not gonna lie. But we started off the video very strong with a ton of Digimon, Pokemon, and that lookup series. I'm going to continue to collect a ton more of this over here, so you can expect that to continue on the channel going forward. But I wish you guys can see the aftermath right now. Maybe I'll take a picture or something and show you. It is bad. Like, it's gonna take me quite a bit of time to go and clean everything up. But that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please consider giving this a like, and let me know in the comments down below, what is a nostalgic series or a line of figures that you might want to pick up? I'll leave something over there for you guys to go and watch, so go and check that out as well. But my name is Derek, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.